everybody. Welcome back to Fun Facts with Faith. Today, I'm going to be telling you a story about the African clawed frog and British scientist Lancelot Hogben. So Hogben was studying hormones by injecting them into frogs, and he moved to South Africa in 1927, and he was continuing these experiments. And he started using Xenopus laevis, the African clawed frog, for his experiments. In 1930, he injected Xenopus with extracts from an ox pituitary gland. For those of you who don't know, the pituitary gland is a very small organ sort of nestled in the brain, which produces a lot of hormones. And in response to this, the frog laid eggs. So this sort of sparked an idea. It had been known for a little bit of time that pregnant women's urine contained hormones that were made in the pituitary that affected ovarian development. So this sort of sparked the idea of, could they use the frog as a pregnancy test? So Hogben moved back to Britain, and he continued working with his colleague Charles Bellerby on this project. And they figured out sort of how to raise the Xenopus frogs in locations that were not South Africa. And they did some important preliminary work showing that the frogs would reliably lay eggs when exposed to the urine of pregnant women, and also that they don't spontaneously lay eggs when they're not mating. And so the Hogben test was born. Collect a woman's urine, inject it under the skin of a female African clawed frog, and if the woman is pregnant 5 to 12 hours later, the frog will produce eggs. And it was reliable. A 1938 article in the BMJ reported that out of 150 tests, there were no false positives and there were only 3 false negatives. And this kind of revolutionized the field because the first pregnancy test was developed in 1927 by German scientists. And it involved injecting urine into immature female mice for a few days and then dissecting them and seeing if their ovaries were any bigger. And this is, you know, as you can tell, like highly labor intensive, very expensive, because you have to use all these laboratory mice. It's also frankly kind of cruel. A later version of the same test used rabbits. It was not really effective. The Xenopus test, or the Hogben test, was much easier and cheaper, and it did not require the frogs to die. So they did tens of thousands of these tests in the 1940s and 50s. In the 1960s, scientists started developing chemical tests that were directly looking for HCG, the pregnancy hormone, and that gradually supplanted the Hogben test. So today, you can pee on a stick and not get your urine injected into a frog. That's it for today. Come back tomorrow for more fun facts. Bye.